We're gonna go ahead and get started by coming all the way down to our mat. You can just find a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. You can go cross-legged, legs out in front of you, maybe sit in a long butterfly. Take your hands right to the tops of your legs, and we'll start off with one big roll of the shoulders to open up through the chest. You wanna feel as if your shoulder blades are just kind of sliding down and back. From there, it's 4 deep breaths. We'll take an inhale to breathe in through the nose, fill the body up with air. Think about expanding through the rib cage from side to side and front to back. And then we can exhale out, let all of that air go. Good, we'll do that 3 more times. Big inhale. And then exhale out, let everything go. Good, we'll go for 2. Big inhale. And then exhale out, let everything go. Good, this will be our last one. Big inhale. And then exhale out, let everything go. Awesome. With that last exhale, let's reach the arms so they go out into a T. We're going to take an inhale. I'm gonna mirror everybody, okay? So we're gonna go towards the right. We'll shift over towards the right, shifting the rib cage off of the hips. And then you'll exhale, come through center. Same thing over towards the left, we'll shift over. And then we'll bring things back in. We'll do that 1 more time each side, over towards the right, staying grounded and anchored into the hips. Exhaling through center. And then inhaling over towards the left. Exhale through center. Once you come through center, we're gonna go 1 more time over towards the right, dropping the right hand down, lifting the left arm up. Take a second, take a breath here. See if you can get a little bit lower into the right forearm, opening up through the left side. And then when you're ready, you'll press all the way up through center. We take the same thing over towards the left, shifting over, taking the left hand down, reaching the right arm up, opening up through the right side of the body, finding space from hip to rib cage to armpit, all the way up towards the middle finger. And then when you're ready, we're gonna roll ourselves all the way up through center. Both hands can come down. And then we're going to take the legs so they come in front of us. You can just swing them around whichever way. Feet will go about hips distance apart. Your hands are going to come right behind your hamstrings. You'll pull the elbows out towards the sides of the room, press your chest forward, reach the crown of the head up. From here, we'll exhale, pull in from the belly button, pull hips to ribs. You're gonna roll back just a little bit. Doesn't have to be anything wild. We'll inhale right about at halfway, and then exhale, you're going to press yourself right back up. And if you haven't noticed by now, I've got my mom with me, special guest for today's class. Everyone on Instagram voted they wanted to see her, and those 4 people that voted not to torture your mother like that, sorry, here we are. She's doing this willingly, I promise. This is gonna be 2. And then exhale, take it up. And this will be our last one. We're gonna bring it back. Good. And then you'll bring things all the way back up. Now, once you come up to seated, hands will come away from the legs. You'll reach them out in front of you. We'll do that same kind of thing 4 more times. Inhale to sit up tall. Exhale as you draw in from the center of the body. You start to roll things down towards the mat, trying to keep your feet and your hips planted on the mat. You inhale wherever halfway is for you, and then exhale as you roll things right back up. I said 4, this is gonna be 3. We'll bring it down. Good, inhale and then exhale, bring it up. Good, we'll go for 2. And if it feels a little bit tight in your hip flexors, just don't go down as far, right? Doesn't have to be anything wild. We'll bring it right back up. And then last one, we bring it down. Inhale and then exhale, take things right back up. Good. With that last one, you can open up at the knees and then take a little reach forward through the feet, bringing your chest a little closer towards the mat. We'll take a breath right there. And then when you're ready, I'm going to walk us through our first circuit. It's going to be 4 exercises. We're doing them 2 times through. We'll start off with the band. You're going to step into it. It'll come right around the center of your calves. Our first circuit is going to be a core circuit. We're doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. And these are the first 4 exercises. We're going to lay all the way down onto our mat, lifting the legs up towards the ceiling. We're going to kind of separate the feet so we have some tension on the band. Hands can go behind your head or out by your hips. You'll come up into a crunch. Exercise 1, you're just going to lower the right leg down and then lift. Exercise 2, same thing, other leg. And I didn't plan for enough time, so we'll get to the other ones when we're ready. Exercise 1, legs go up, hands by your sides. We take the right leg, you lower it down, and you'll lift it back up. Just the right leg, lower down. and then lift up. If you'd prefer to keep your head down on the mat, I'm all about it. That's totally fine. If you feel like you need to drop your head at any point, what you're gonna do is drop your head as you take your right leg back in line with your left, and then press up as you lower the right leg down. That's a perfectly good option. Good. Now the timer's fun because you guys can see what's going on. You don't have to necessarily trust me, but we have about 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. You can drop your head, pull your knees in towards your chest. Exercise 2, we're doing that same movement, just moving through the left leg. Okay. We have about 10 seconds. Aren't these fun? I like time circuits when we're using accessories. We have 3, 2, and 1. Legs go up. You can come up into your upper body crunch however you would like to. Take the left leg, you press it down, and then lift it up. Good. Keep breathing. Down, and then up. I'd say probably an inhale, lower down. Exhale as you lift things up. That's what I like. Good. And you have a choice. You can point your toes, you can flex your feet, you can keep your knees a little bit bent. That works totally fine. Good. And if you don't like using resistance bands, that's okay. I don't really like them either, but you know, here we are. We just have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. You pull the knees in, drop your head down. Now exercise 3, I'll show you real quick. We're gonna come back up into that crunch, hands behind the head, knees up above the hips. You'll open your legs up, tap your toes down. You'll lift your legs up, pull it back together. Okay, that's exercise 3. We'll get into that in 3, 2, and 1. Knees above the hips, head, neck, and shoulders lifted. You'll exhale, open up through the legs, tap your toes down towards the mat. They don't have to touch. Lift it back up, pull the knees in, hips distance. So we open and tap. Yep, lift up and bring it together. Open, press out on that band. Good, and then bring it right back up. Good. Now you can take this same thing if you come all the way down to the mat, just keep your head, neck, and shoulders down. That works perfectly fine. Isn't the breeze nice? Mm-hmm. It's like right when you feel like you're dying. It rolls through. Good. See, isn't this so nice, everybody? Having somebody for me to talk to. We just have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and pull things in. Knees can pull to your chest, head, neck, and shoulders come down. Exercise 4, legs will come up. We're going to bring the hands together over the chest. We'll crunch up as we open the legs, press the hands through your legs, and then inhale, take it back down. It's okay if you hit the band. It's just a V crunch. We have 3, 2, and 1. Legs come up, hands come together over the shoulders. We exhale, press the legs apart as you crunch up through head, neck, and shoulders. Inhale as you bring everything right back down. I want you to move slowly and with control. I know it's super tempting to breeze through it. Don't resist the urge. Good. I don't think it would fit if we had Grandma back here too. I tried to convince my grandma to do these classes. She said no. Okay, we just have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Everything can come in. Now, those 4 exercises, we're doing them one more time through, and then we'll hit a 1-minute bonus round. Okay, so more opportunities to practice those 4 exercises. You do whatever you feel like you need to do. We'll go back into that first exercise, both legs up. We're lowering and lifting the right leg in 3, 2, and 1. Both legs up. You can come up into that crunch however it's comfortable. Take the right leg, press down on the band. Inhale as you lift back up. Good. If you feel like you can do a little bit more, you're going to take the legs, move them further away from the center of your body. Press your right leg down from there. Good. Left leg stays nice and still as a statue. Perfect. Now, can you crunch up a little bit higher? Good. Keep breathing. Perfect. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Take a second, take a breather. How do you feel, Mom? Good?
Great.
Awesome. Love to hear it. Now none of my questions are rhetorical. This is so fun. You should film with me all the time. We go into exercise 2, legs come up. We find our crunch in 3, 2, and 1. Big exhale, take it up. You'll move the left leg. Press it down towards your mat. Inhale, bring it back up. Now can you take the left leg lower down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that same pace. This slow pace is for those people that come to these workouts and say, this was too easy. I say as I give you the side eye. I know, you guys don't say that. It's the trolls. Just kidding. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll take everything in, drop the head, pull the knees in towards the chest. Take a moment, take a breath. Okay, core circuit, it's going by okay. 40 seconds feels like the appropriate amount of time. Okay, exercise 3, we're coming back up into our crunch. We'll open and close the legs. That's the best way to describe it. 3, 2, and 1. We lift up into our crunch. I think I'm gonna go hands behind the head. You press out on the band, open the knees, tap the toes down towards the mat. Exhale, lift knees back up above the hips and then pull things together. We press out on the band, tap the toes down, lift the legs up, pull things back in, and we'll keep moving like this. Again, you always have the option to drop your head down. If this is not feeling like the most fun thing in the world, drop it down. Good. And 40 seconds moves much quicker than you probably think. Faster than I think for sure. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything will come in, drop your head down, pull the knees into your chest. Exercise 4, it is a V crunch, pressing out onto the band as you crunch up through center. If you want to adjust the band and move it closer towards the ankles, that's cool with me. I'm just going to hit it and just lean into that. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Legs go up, hands come together. Big exhale as you crunch up through head, neck, and shoulders, pressing the hands through the legs. Inhale as you lower down. You can release some tension on that band. Big exhale as you crunch up. Good. Inhale as you take it back down. Now I'll let you choose if you want to point your toes or flex your feet. I'm a toe pointer for sure. I think you're a foot flexor, Mom. I mean, you don't have to, but I feel like you default to a flexed foot. Good. All right, we just have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to take everything in, and then nice and quick, we're going to roll ourselves up. We'll pop up and over, and we're going to find a high plank so we can hit that first bonus round. We have about 10 seconds, okay? When you're ready, you'll find your plank, and I'll walk you through the rest from there. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Find your plank however it's comfortable, hands or forearms. You can go down to the knees as well. When you're ready to keep moving, we'll keep the right foot where it's at. You're going to take your left foot, flex the foot, press up onto the band, lifting the left leg up, and then bring it down. Same thing on the right side. Lift the right foot, flex and lift, and then lower it down. Flex and lift, and lower. If that's not for you, that's okay. We've got a lot of different options. You can just hold in a plank. That's cool. You can bring it to your knees, hold your modified plank. Even if you're in a modified plank, you can do the same movement, pressing one leg back, whew, and then the other. Okay, if you'd rather child's pose, I understand. I also think that is an excellent option. Really, truly. Okay, we have about 10 seconds. Good. All right, it's just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything will come in. You can come on down and take a child's pose, and very quickly I'm going to walk us through circuit 2. Aren't things breezing by? Circuit 2, we're going to move the band so it comes up around the center of our thighs. We get to do a little bit of side lying work. However you'd like to come down to your mat, you'll do that. You can go all the way down onto your side. We'll start working through the left leg. I think I'm going to go up on the forearm and just see how it goes. First exercise, we're going to be doing a fire hydrant. So we'll stack the legs. My leg is already shaking. Fire hydrant is going to be exercise 1. Okay, exercise 2, we're going to lift the knee so it comes in line with the hip. All you'll do is kick forward and pull back, kick forward and back. Exercise 3, we're opening up to the top of that fire hydrant. We're going to kick out and in, out, and in. Exercise 4, you're going to kick your left leg out in line with your hip, flex the foot, little lift and lower. We get into that fire hydrant in 2 and 1. Pull the left knee in, flex your foot. My leg is shaking. It's shaking. We'll exhale, open up. Inhale, bring it right back down. Oh my, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I know, my mom's like embarrassed by me. She's like, I can't believe this is happening right in front of my, do you see it? It won't stop. It won't stop. It's because I've done side lying stuff this is like the 3rd day. Oops. If you'd like to lay all the way down onto your right side, I'm all about it. We're just here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. We can take everything in, take a second, take a breath. If your band starts to roll, ditch it. You don't need it. You don't need that kind of energy in your life. Anytime I use the band, I'm just like, why? Why did I do this to myself? Okay, we're going into exercise 2. I'll walk you through it. We have 3, 2, and 1. Knee comes in line with the hip. You can point your toe. All you're gonna do right here is kick the left leg forward and then exhale, bend the knee, pull it right back in. That's all it is. If your leg is also shaking, hello and welcome to the club. It's fun here. Good. As you're moving through the left leg, check in with the rest of your body. What's going on through the right side? Do you feel like you're collapsing down into your shoulder? Hopefully not. Can you press up and away a little bit from your mat? Maybe, maybe not. Now, if you really wanted to do more, you could lift up through that bottom hip. We have 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. You take a second, take a breather. My mom loves side lying work. That's how I tricked her into this. I like the bands. She loves the bands. She said, sure, I'll do a workout with you. Make it hard. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. You take the left leg. You're going to open up to the top of your fire hydrant, wherever that is. You can keep the toe pointed. Let's kick out and then bend the knee, pull it in. Hopefully on the other side, my leg cooperates a little bit more. It's having a time. It goes faster though with somebody else here. Mm-hmm. This is a tip for everyone out there. Do these classes with somebody else. It's fun. Misery loves company. Just kidding. It's really fun. We're having a lot of fun. All right, we just have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Oh. Yeah, it's fun. It's really fun. I think, yeah, 40 seconds feels really right here, especially. Okay, final exercise on this side. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're burning out through the left leg. Flex your foot. It's a little lift and a little lower. Little lift, little lower. If you really wanted to do more, what I would have you do is internally rotate from the hip. So your toes go down and your heel goes up. You lift up and lower. Lift and lower, and you try to internally rotate from that top hip without your hip rolling forward towards the mat or without your band rolling. For me, it's a little bit too much because my band is starting to roll. I'm starting to regret, writing this circuit, but here we are. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. You take a moment, take a breath. We're going to flip right over to the other side. So as carefully and as gracefully as you can. If you need to readjust your band, readjust it. I'm just going to, stick with where things are at and just cry the whole time. Okay, we do a fire hydrant on this side, working the right leg in 2 and 1. Find your comfortable position. We've got the legs stacked. We take the right leg. You're going to open it up and then bring it right back down. This right here is the reason I don't like using the band. It just rolls. And it's worse in biker shorts. 10 out of 10 would not recommend wearing biker shorts for this class, but you guys do what you want. If you would like to come all the way down onto your left side here, do it. I know sometimes we get a little bit freaked out that we're gonna be uneven. If you do something different on one side than the other, you won't. You'll be okay. It all evens out in the end. We have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take things down. Yep, it's just gonna keep rolling. That's all right, it's gonna come off eventually. Okay, exercise 2. We're gonna lift the knee in line with the hip. Kick forward to me like you're trying to kick me, pull it back in. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, And when your knee comes in line with your hip, I would love a pointed toe. You're going to kick your right leg forward and then bend the knee, pull it right back in. We're maintaining the same amount of tension on the band this whole time. How does your band look, Mom? Good?
Perfect.
It's like, I can't see over my shoulder. You're in that perfect spot that I... Great. Good thing my mom is short. She can't kick me. Ha ha! I do think though, Mom, this will be very valuable for people to see another body moving through class. Leave a comment if you want to see more Gigi. We have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take things in. Take a moment, take a breather. You know who I should really convince is my brother. He would never. Or he would. And it would just be a mess of a video. Okay, we have exercise 3. We're just going to go right in and right now. Okay. Open up to the top of your fire hydrant. Take the right leg you're going to kick out and then pull it back in. Now the trick here is to kick your leg without collapsing down into your left side. So see how I could totally kick up towards my face, but the rest of my body does something a little bit funky? We want to keep everything still, just isolate the movement through the right leg. Okay, that's where things start to get shaky. And that's where things start to, you know, they just get dicey. These are the moments where I get the comments like, I was cursing at you that whole time. We have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take things in. Take a breath. Yeah, this band, whatever. I thought about bringing my fabric band, but I don't know. I like this one better for not this stuff. Anyway, final exercise of this circuit. Didn't it go by quickly? We have 3, 2, and 1. You kick the right leg out in line with the hip, flexing through the foot. We take a little lift and a little lower. Little lift, little lower, and you keep it tiny, right? Because we're pressing out onto the band. We're trying to keep the rest of the body in the same position. If you want to ditch the band, I'm sure you've already done it by now. If you'd like a little bit more, again, you're going to internally rotate from that top hip. Your toes go down, your heel goes up, and it can be super tiny. It just challenges us in a different way, which is good. All right, we just have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Now the bad news right here is our second bonus round. It's going to be another plank. So, you know, take your time getting up into it. We have just about 10 seconds until that timer goes off. Okay, you'll keep the band where it's at. Either hands can go down or forearms can go down. And if you're really ambitious like my mother, you can get into that plank when you're ready. Timer went off, so if you're not ready quite yet, that's all right. We're going to pop up into that plank. Now, if you're really dying to add on more, we're going to do it. We'll take the right foot. You'll step your right foot out towards the corner of your mat. And then exhale, you pull it back in. Same thing on the left. You step your foot out, you bring it in. We'll go out and in. I'd love for you to keep your hips still this whole time. That would make my heart so happy. Good. If you're down on the knees in your modified plank, that's cool too. You can just hold it right here. That gives you just enough work. I promise. I promise. If you're down on the forearms, good news is it's the same exact movement. Even better news for us here, this will be our final plank of class. Okay, we're doing good. We have about 10 seconds, maybe a little bit more, give or take. Good, it's just 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We can drop the knees down, take a child's pose, take a breath. We have about a minute, and in that minute, I am going to talk us through our final circuit, okay? We're taking the band off of the legs. Oh my gosh. Okay, circuit exercise 1, we're taking the band into the right hand and the left hand. Right hand's gonna face you, left hand's gonna face away, elbows pull out towards the sides of the room. Left foot goes forward, right foot's going to step back. You'll curtsy lunge as you press the band forward and then pull things back in, okay? This is exercise 1, I say as hair goes into my mouth. Exercise 2, we stay on our left foot. You're going to reach your arms out in front of you, both hands into the band. We're going to start with the arms lifted. We lift up through the right knee as we sweep the arms out to the sides and then bring it back in. Exercise 3, we step back into our curtsy lunge. We're going to take a little side bend And then exercise 4 is a surprise. We get into that first exercise in 3. Oh, timer already went off. I lied. Left foot forward, right foot's going to step back. You press the band towards me, and then you bring things back in. Does that make sense? Enough sense that we both got into it.
Just following.
Perfect. Back and in. Good. Back and in. Back and in. Now, if the band is not for you, it's totally fine. You're going to do the same exact thing, just without it. Okay? All right. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and take things in. Take a second, take a breath, grab onto the band. I'm going to go on the outsides of my hands so it looks like this. We'll reach the arms up overhead. Keep the left foot planted in front of you. And then again, all we're going to do is lift up through the right knee, sweep the arms out to our sides. Okay, we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll the shoulders down and back. Press into your left heel. Lift up through the right knee as you sweep the arms to the outside of your hip. And then inhale, you can come right back through center. Now you can have a little bit of a bend at the left knee. I feel like for me, that's what helps to stabilize me. But also we're so lucky we're not on a flat surface. So it becomes a little bit more tricky. Just, you know, a little. You doing okay there?
Yep.
Good. My mom's a pro. As you can tell, she is very strong. Okay, we're here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now that I've complimented her, she's like, no, I've thrown her for a loop. We're keeping the band where it's at in case I did not explain this well. We're coming down into our curtsy lunge. You reach the arms up overhead, and we're just gonna do a little side bend. Okay, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot forward, right foot back. Take your time to get right here. We reach the arms up overhead, whatever that looks like for you, not moving the hips. We're going to side bend over towards the left and then exhale as you pull things back in. So maybe we feel a little bit of a stretch or a release in the right side. I'm always hesitant to say you feel a stretch anywhere, but maybe you feel it there. For me, all I feel is my left glute just like really lighten up underneath me. Good. We just have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. You're going to stand up nice and tall. Move the band so that it comes right to the center of your forearms. Okay, we'll step the feet out nice and wide. Toes turn out, heels turn in. Now, don't worry right now about the arms. We'll lower down into a squat. Reach the arms out in front of you. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lower down into our squat, reach the arms out in front of you, open up through the fingertips nice and wide. Rolling the shoulders down and back, all we'll do is press out on the band and then pull it back in. We go out and in. This is a favorite, but because I love to teach it, not because I like to do it. Out and in, and it doesn't have to be a huge press out of the band because I want you to focus on stabilizing, stabilizing through the shoulders. Good, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything stands up. We repeat those 4 exercises from the top. So now with the band, you're just gonna flip it around. Right hand's gonna press out, left hand will pull in, right foot stays down, left foot crosses back. We'll find our curtsy lunge, and if you need to pause and then jump back in, you're fine. We have 3. And the timer went off. Step your left foot back, press the band forward, and then pull things back in as you come up to stand. Good. Isn't it fun to get like the live experience of me filming a class? Good. Now my mom realizes how much work goes into like the magic of editing a video. Good. Okay, check in with the shoulders. Do you feel like they're scrunching up in towards your ears? Hopefully not. I know, like, listen, I get it. I have a stressful personality, right? We're all stressed out being here. Just kidding. But, you know, just roll the shoulders down. It's just Pilates. No need to stress. We have 2 and 1. Everything comes up to stand. Take a moment. Take a breath. Okay, we take the band so it comes right around the center of the hands. like so. Your arms are going to reach up overhead. We stay planted down pretty firmly into the right foot. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. We lift up through the left leg as we sweep the arms out and around towards the left. Exhale as you bring everything down through center. You could even exhale right here and then inhale as you come through center. See if it makes a difference. Or, I don't know, I like an exhale to pull things in. What do you think, Mom? Exhale to pull in? Yeah. See, we're on the same wavelength. All right, it's just 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Take a second, take a breath. Oh, thanks. Okay, right foot stays forward, left foot goes back, arms come up. We have 3, 2, and 1. We'll find our curtsy lunge, reaching the arms up overhead, not letting your hips move with you. We inhale to side bend up and over towards this side, the right. Exhale, we pull it back through center. Inhale as we go up and over. Exhale as you bring it back in. Press down pretty firmly into your right heel. That's what's going to help us in the long run. I think the standing series is what would throw Grandma for a loop. It'd be good for her though. All right, we have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes up through center. You'll slide the band so it comes right around the center of the forearms. If that's not comfortable, just don't do it. Okay, walk your feet out nice and wide. Toes out, heels in. We'll tuck the tailbone under, roll the shoulders down and back. We have 3, 2, and 1. My mom doesn't like to wait for timers to go off. When she's ready, she just goes. We'll exhale, press out on the band. Inhale, pull it back in. Press and pull. And while we're doing this, you're just, scanning the whole body, see what's going on. The crown of your head is lifted and reaching up towards the ceiling. Shoulders are relaxed down and back. As you're pressing out onto the band, I want you to feel a little bit of a squeeze from underneath the armpits. Make sure the lats are engaged. We're squeezing the glutes, pressing into the heels, opening up at the knees. And just like that, we have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We'll stand everything up. Now, final bonus round here before we do some stretches, and maybe my mom stays for cool down, maybe she doesn't. Final bonus round, we'll come down into our squat. You keep the band where it's at. You're just reaching it out in front of you. It's going to be 1 minute of little tiny pulses. Yay, we have 2 and 1. Reach the arms out in front of you, press into the heels. It's going to be a little lift up and a lower down. Don't watch the time because it'll feel like it's not moving. Now we have gentle pressure on the band. I'm not asking you to press out a whole lot. I would love some tension, but how much tension, that's up to you. Good. Now if you get into this pulse and you feel like you're barely moving, that's okay. That's the perfect kind of pulse. We're halfway there. You doing good? Okay, keep breathing. Good. Now, if you really wanted to do more, if you feel like you need a distraction, you're going to pulse as you pulse through the arms as well. So it's a little pulse up, little pull down. Everything moves. I find when I coordinate arm and leg movements, my brain just it's like a vacation for my brain. Like my body will do it, but my brain doesn't know what's happening. We have 3, 2, and 1. We stand everything up, take the band, slingshot it towards me, and then we're just going to come right towards the center of our mat. Your feet can go, I'd say a little bit wider than the hips for sure. See how that feels. We're going to take an inhale as we take a squat down. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. I want you to shift your weight into your left heel. As you stand up, you're lifting the right leg up. You're going to find a circle through the hip. Right foot comes down. You go back down into that squat. And then same thing on the other side. You'll circle through the left hip. Okay, we'll do that 2 more times each side. We lower down. If you want to pause at any point, go ahead and pause. If you feel like this is not a stretch and you're like, I thought we were done, just bear with me. Do you feel like it's not a stretch? Wow! It's way harder outside for sure, especially I think I've made it a little bit flat out here. Okay, we're gonna come back down into that squat. I want you to open up through the feet and the knees, press the elbows to the insides of your knees. Now you don't have to come down super low. This is where you get to see differences in hip flexibility, right? Not to call you out, Mom, you're doing amazing. Okay, just rock a little side to side. See if that feels okay. And then when you're ready, both hands can come down towards the mat. We're going to press the hips up. If you need to maintain a little bit of a bend at the knees, that's cool with me. That's what I want you to do, okay? We'll walk both of our hands over towards the left foot. Yes, that left. Right hand's gonna stay down on the mat. You'll reach the left arm up towards the ceiling. You can bend into your knee as well if that's gonna feel more comfortable. Good. And then when you're ready, you can take things back down. We'll walk ourselves through center, take it on over towards the right. Left hand will stay down. You can put a little bend into the right knee, reach the right arm up towards the ceiling, opening up through the chest. And then when you're ready, you bring things right back down through center. Okay, we're going to slowly roll ourselves all the way up to stand, restacking shoulders on top of hips, lifting the crown of the head up. And then once you come up to stand, it's one more thing right here. Both arms are going to reach out to your sides. We'll take an inhale to shift over towards the left, dropping the left arm down, reaching the right arm up, opening up through the right side. Good. When you're ready, you'll come up through center, arms go to T, we shift over towards the right. Oh my gosh. It's always like the stretches at the end that knock the wind out of me. Good. When you're ready, it's up through center. You can drop both of your arms down. Take a little shake of the shoulders. Take any other stretches you feel like you need, but you are all finished with me for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this workout. If you did, as always, please let me know down in the comments. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I will see you in our next video.
I just can't resist you. You got me drunk in love, I can't see.